Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to Profit Data. So today exactly I'm gonna talk about this sentiment analysis or say opinion mining for stock market prediction. Okay, if you know that sentiment analysis is very much important factor, and financial sentiment analysis is very much required. Okay, so this is this is a year old post of mine which I've been like posted in my this website, which is profit@web.com. Okay, so if you go, this is a nice post which you can refer, which I'm gonna give link to the in the description, so you can follow the steps. So what happens, this sentiment analysis is for very much plays an important and crucial role. As I said, whenever you say, suppose if you want to trade any kind of a stocks, you definitely once check their results, or mainly about their news. You will get into news, some you will get into some websites, or some you watch on TVs and other things. So many things are there related to stocks. You're definitely gonna get news on that one. Okay, so if I say that sentiment analysis, then a machine learning will definitely come picture into this. Okay, so if you know that NLTK is module is there for performing this kind of sentiment analysis of these things. So you can visit exactly. I'll just 2 or 3 points I will just tell you. So suppose I will just making videos on that one, basically on data science and pre-processing of this data. I never made videos on any kind of a machine learning approach or something, but I must say that whatever you do is for the time should be there, and the whatever approach you should do, it should be profitable. If you are following some kind of a machine learning approach, it should have a way. Okay, so for that thing I must say that sentiment analysis should follow these steps. Okay, what happens in this sentiment analysis is it goes a long thing. Okay, so suppose what happens in this sentiment analysis, this is the last which I will tell you is naive Bayes. It is one of the classifier, as I say, is used in this NLP for natural language process to identify all kind of a sentiment analysis, which is like naive Bayes is one of the thing is required in that one. Okay, so we'll definitely gonna discuss more and more about that one. So if I say that if you want to get with AI stuff, machine learning approach, or deep learning, these are the stuff you should go for it. These are the things generally you should pick these stuffs and go for this one. Definitely gonna help you for prediction. Mainly you if you get into any kind of a news, you just in a quick way you want to get in whether it is good news or bad news. Okay, whether it is good for my stocks or not. Okay, so you definitely perform a sentiment analysis. Three things will be go: positive, negative, neutral. Okay, so suppose the markets say, sometimes we definitely, if we are trading in markets, we definitely follow the global cues. Okay, like what the Trump says, or whatever our budget says, what our prime minister has been said, and what is going to impact on the market, what the news has been come around the stocks, and whatever the community say. If you have any community, they're definitely gonna post something in a explained manner. So if you go over there and try to check out those something, you definitely try to understand these things, and you need a breakdown for those things. Okay, which is like a time consuming process. But what you can do is you can get into this sentiment analysis part. Okay, which is done in a clean mode with the help of this one model which I will tell you right now. Okay, before that I just want to scroll a little bit about this one. Okay, so this is very much 2 or 3 things which I want to tell. Say what happens if you want to perform sentiment analysis, how it goes. It will definitely get into machine learning approach, unsupervised learning and supervised learning as 2 factors with the machine learning approach. I'm definitely gonna make a video on machine learning and deep learning and AI, and so many other things are there which I am gonna do step by step and in a process wherever is required. Okay, so I'm happy what earlier I am doing. I'm making profit, but I want to go next level. I want to make it more and more from the market. So for this we should definitely go to this sentiment analysis part. This is one of the biggest stuff. We and for like stock market prediction, we're definitely gonna use machine learning approach for that one and deep learning parts. Okay, so we'll go step by step. For this sentiment analysis, what happens? Unsupervised learning is nothing but the part you are observing and doing and you are making note down. So that we can say. And supervised learning, that's what we come into picture, in which like classifier comes. Okay, and classifier naive Bayes is like it's what come in picture for sentiment analysis. If you want to perform sentiment analysis, you have to get naive Bayes. Okay, this is how you exactly going. So we are exactly using all this approach, a dictionary based approach. We are using this lexicon based approach. We're definitely using. So just you can go through this classification techniques. Okay, sentiment classification techniques. This is one of the best posts which I've been like from paper I've been extracted these things. So you can go through these things. It is exactly has been explained about this artificial intelligence, how exactly it goes. Okay, so you can exactly can come into the picture how exactly it performs and how it will goes. Okay, so if I say neural network, network, we talked about like the offers non-linearity input output mapping, adaptivity and fault tolerance. Okay, so this is what a neural network. So all these things go. Okay, and I definitely talk about what the future aspect is there. You need an advanced code for these things. You can write functions and can do the stuff. Okay, so one more thing which is I am gonna talk is naive Bayes. This is based on Bayes theorem of probabilistic model. In this we try to estimate the probability of text whether it is a positive or negative class. Okay, so we exactly need whether it is positive or negative. Positive means for some news we exactly get into the global cues. Okay, if it is positive we exactly want to go for the buy, and if it is negative we want to get in the negative. Okay, so exactly what happens is, suppose like some community stand up for something, like they have been posted something and you want to know whether it is like should positive or negative, should I go with this as a positive. So suppose what happens, if you see that approach is there. So suppose USD is like falling, so the commodity market, what happens, it definitely gonna gain. Okay, and it will do opposite things. Okay, sometimes it goes, sometimes it doesn't go. So we have to follow particularly a thing. We get, so suppose some news are positive, and we definitely gonna see if the news are positives for USD, for commodity markets is definitely gonna fall. So what we'll do, say for USD the INR has an opposite approach. Okay, so we have to follow, we have to check whether it is positive or negative. What should I do for this stocks? Okay, for this commodity, for these things, what should I do with the gold, silver, each and everything. So I've been utilized a lot of sentiment analysis while trading. Okay, this sentiment analysis helps for like longer approach. This is mainly meant for sentiment analysis. It meant for like if you want to get for like if you are doing in a futures, we have to like get in some 1 month or 2 month, in a week, if you want to get these things. So it definitely gonna help you a lot. So you have to stick to the news, financial sentiment, and then exactly you should do a approach. So this is how it definitely gonna use, and there are so many other things are there. Okay, if I am definitely gonna make more and more videos regarding to this sentiment analysis and usage, how you can use. I will definitely gonna approach, and I'll suggest that how you can, with the help of sentiment analysis, you can make great achievements, can make good profits from this sentiment analysis. Okay, so right now I'll just start with the introduction. So we will definitely gonna go with a simple program which I will say is like in a text blob. So text blob, if you get with the introduction, say natural language processing, NLTK module is there. It is like at top of the head of these things. Okay, so it is like based on this NLTK. So NLTK, you can get into this. This is very much like NLTK is like kind of a vast over there. Okay, so this is a very much like precise approach. So this is very much important for us. Okay, so what we exactly gonna do is like I'm gonna show you how you can go with this tutorial. Okay, how you can do like manually, if you get into these things, how exactly you can do. So in this basic approach you definitely need extraction from, like some of the news, some of these things. So if you try to extract some of the websites or blog will definitely gonna allow you. So suppose Twitter, what happens, Twitter is contains all of whatever big news portals are there, definitely gonna be link in the Twitter. And what happens, they exactly gonna give you all of their news in a precise manner. So what you can do is, like, you can extract from their website, exactly can visit and can approach, and you from, like you can set some search statement. So exactly it will search and it will definitely gonna give a positive or negative. For this one, Twitter will be best for your approach. Okay, so you can go. One thing I want to tell you, so suppose if you are in Twitter, please follow me. It is twitter.com/profitdata. So you can exactly can visit and can follow profit data. Okay, and other things are there. I'm definitely gonna post this about this sentiment analysis on this Twitter, what are the stocks are going to perform and all. So I best say that in prior you just follow. Okay, so next thing is, like, if you are getting into this is how exactly the approach will be there. Say Money Control offers news, Economic Times offers news, but some of the extraction which you can do it from in your Python with the help of request, import request. Okay, and some of the, like, by force you can do, but I suggest that Twitter will be best for handling all of the queries. Okay, so I am definitely gonna give a short tutorial for these things. It is basically a quick start, but how you can do, I'm just gonna show you with an example. Okay, so we'll, like, get started with this stuff. So all you have to do is, like, you have to get in this pip install text block. So just go with the cmd of yours. Okay, locate your Python file and say pip install text block. Okay, so all you can do is, like, you can follow this stuff, and say suppose if you are, like, not getting any kind of a library, I must say that you should try to install the NLTK also, but I think it will do the work, so you don't have to worry. If it is not, then let me know in the comment below. I definitely gonna help you. Okay, but it will definitely gonna work. So this is very much good. We are done with the pip install right now, and we will process with this one. So if you want to go with this one, you have to import. So what we can say is, like, from text blob import text blob. Okay, so here it is done, and next we can, like, process in a CSV file or any kind of a database is there where exactly you have been storing and exactly processing out this information. So I must say that you should have a text or CSV. CSV is good, okay, because we have definitely got module for that one for reading in a better manner. So I must say that you can import this text messages to CSV file and then pre-process out this information. Okay, so if you got any kind of a text, how you can process, I'm definitely gonna show you. So what is our, that is, we got some news. Okay, so say suppose in moneycontrol.com I got a news about this this one, put writing was seen at the strike price of 10,600, which added 3.35 lakh contracts, followed by 10,700, which added 2.36 lakh contracts, while 10,200 strike added 2.2 lakh 28 lakh contracts. I must say that is definitely it is a diplomatic, but we will definitely gonna see what the approach is there, and definitely we will see, like, what are the sentiments we are definitely gonna get. Okay, so we'll definitely gonna perform with other examples also. For right now I'm just gonna pick these things and let's check what exactly I'm getting. Okay, so here it is done, and next what happens, say a tax will be there for this one. Means if you are putting this information with this text of this one, so you have to say about this text blob. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna following this sentiment of it. I want this sentiment of this one. So whatever I've been extracted, I have to say about this. So in a text block we have to mention what exactly you're doing. Okay, so you will say about the news. So next thing is, I want about this I just want to find about the tax, what are the tax are there. Okay, so some of the tax will be there which exactly you can see from that, like how you do analysis, you're definitely going to do a breakdown for that one. So exactly this library what happens is like by this, with the help of this one, you can do a quick sentiment analysis. So if you from a news, like we got this tags, okay, so these are the tags like put, VBD, writing, PPG, this type of tags where exactly we are getting. So these are the tags we got, okay, and then exactly we will process about this. If it tags are done, then we can talk about this. What are the noun phrases are there, we can check out whether with the help of this one. Okay, so we will just have to say with noun phrases. So you can just get into the module and can check how exactly it is going on, okay, and you can process out this information. So here tax is done, and one more file will definitely gonna come which will show you. So strike price, contracts, so these are the noun phrases which I am gonna doing. Next I am gonna to do this, I have to use a loop. So exactly it will get with the tags, noun phrases, and exactly gives me a sentiment polarity. So this is very much important right now, a sentiment polarity. If it is like greater than 0, then definitely the news is positive and we definitely can go buy for that stock if it is for a stocks, okay. And if it is like in a neutral, we can stand a neutral, and if it is like none above, then that one not greater than or neutral, then definitely it is a negative, okay. So what we can do is like for sentence, okay, in this one news underscore sentiment dot, we have to mention that is it is a sentences, okay, and we have to check about those sentiment polarity. So all if we have to say is like whatever the sentence I got, I need to check the sentiment dot polarity, okay. So it will definitely gonna print out those polarity for me, and I will definitely gonna see whether it is like positive, negative, or what type of it is, okay. So it will process out this information. First it will check the tags, then check the noun phrases, then exactly. So it is very much neutral, as I said, that is was very much diplomatic, okay. So it will definitely gonna give a neutral value for me, okay. So next we will definitely gonna check like which will good this thing. So the Nifty 50 closed higher for this one, crucial, and okay, so we will check for this one, okay. So whether like what the thing it is for me, okay. So we will replace with our sentences with this, within like single comment here, save and run, and we will check what the sentiment polarity we are exactly getting. So here we are getting the tags, then noun phrases we will get, and see this is like as I said, this is what the sentiment polarity we are exactly getting about. So I must say that in the end we exactly received what we have needed. So it started with that one, and this is what we got. So this is definitely a positive news. And so suppose if you got in any kind of a news, okay, we will check. So this is the Nifty 50 closed higher for the second consecutive session. And this is like news, the Nifty 50 closed higher for the second consecutive session and decisively crossed its crucial 10,650 resistance level on November 16. Positive global cues and appreciation of the rupee supported the market, okay. So this is how exactly we got this news. So it will definitely Nifty definitely gonna perform, and so we can like we can say that we'll definitely gonna buy in Nifty, okay. So this is how you can do for these things, okay. So this is how the sentiment get performs. So another things also we can approach for that one, okay. So we can exactly can get into this economic times also, but I say must this is typical. If you try to copy anything, extra and large will be get copied, okay. So you can try, you understand my point what exactly I'm gonna talking about. So next what we can do is like we can straight away move to the Twitter, what exactly it's the best approach. Blog, niche, each and everything will be like, the top portals, news portals will definitely have their Twitter handle, and exactly we can have from there one, there we can do some extraction and we get to know what exactly going on. So this is what this week, so we exactly will extract this stuff and we'll check what exactly it is going on. Okay, so right now I'm gonna doing manual, but we can do extraction from like this Twitter offers API. Some like restricted thing, like up to this you can exactly can extract these things and you can utilize, but restriction is not matters. We can use this stuff for our analysis and can approach better things. Okay, we can definitely can do some sentiment analysis with other things we can add, which is like allowed. So 0.25 it is good, so it is whether it is a positive news, as I can say. Okay, so this is how you can exactly can get into these things. Okay, and I must say that you can approach well to this. You can settle it out like how the sentiment polarity will show to you. So it is definitely like, as I say, greater than 0, and I'm definitely achieving this 0.25. So as I say, it is a positive news. Go for what exactly you want to do with the stuff. Okay, so I better approach, do a better approach and try to see stuffs. Okay, I'll just show you what are the news definitely in a positive itself this week. Precious metals traders will be developing around global trade tensions and geopolitical risks, as well as moves in the US dollar after gold prices ended higher on Friday. Okay, so exactly the gold prices is higher ended, so it is a positive news, so it is following that stuff. So this is how you can do. Okay, okay, so I just wanna see. So this is like I would just want to check with this one. This is a fork with losers only, the brand. So this will be definitely, I think this will be like negative news for this stuff. Okay, so we're definitely gonna check whether it is gonna give negative sentiment polarity or not. Okay, so we'll check with this stuff. Paste it and run. Okay, so this is Bitcoin Cash. Okay, so these are the things, and there was a minus 0.1 or something we got here. Okay, as I say, but overall it has been given somewhat as I say about the prices whichever we are talking about. So some of there we received negative, and then exactly at the end it has been approached a little bit positive about that one. Okay, so we definitely get into sentiment analysis in more and more. It is exactly need a bulk of big data to analyze all those stuff. So you can divide it in percentage also, what type of percentage you want from that one. You can like do a search type and then analyze and then print it out the statement. For this, Twitter API will help, and we'll definitely gonna include other websites also or other blogs. Okay, so for now I will say that I will wind it up this video. If you have any doubt regarding this video, you can comment below. I will definitely gonna do more and more video regarding this and try to analyze with particular stocks. Okay, and we will see to this that is beneficial for us. Okay, so we can make profit from like long-term markets, in the long-term markets, and then we can analyze more and more and try to do profit from these things. Okay, thanks for watching. Please do like, share and subscribe. If you have any other queries or requirements, you can contact me direct via WhatsApp. Thank you.